Hi folks, wish you have a happy, wealthy and healthy Christmas and New Year. This time, on behalf of the Korean freedom-loving leaders, I'm going to read the letter sent to President Trump on 23rd of December 2020. Regarding emergency appeals from overseas Korean and domestic patriot representative. Urge President Trump to make swift decision to defend liberal democracy in the United States and around the world, considering the case of South Korea. Dear President Trump, freedom-loving Korean representatives from home and abroad are sending an urgent letter to President Trump's camp with compelling feelings. We pleaded that your team must take special measures without reservation even prior to the new year. This is mainly because we are concerned that Trump administration may repeat the same mistake made in South Korea, reflecting upon the illegal impeachment in 2017 and the unambiguous election frauds that took place on 15th of April in 2020. We urge you with a desperate heart that emergency order is the only way to save the United States from malicious crisis and to defend the liberal democratic values and constitution. Given that USA, the world, including South Korea, are currently under worst menace and threat in her history. Since the Moon Jae-in government usurped power after illegal impeachment in 2017, we have witnessed clearly how the left government has undermined the Republic of Korea-US alliance, adopting pro-China and North Korea policies, and obstructing the legitimacy, rule of law, and liberal democracy of our mother countries. On April 15, 2020, the National Assembly election in South Korea, especially early voting, resulted in unequivocally rigged elections. What was the alarming allegation is that the Chinese Communist Party was deeply involved in the Korean election. Therefore, we have admonished you in advance through several routes, such as a Congressman, Mr. Min Kyung-woo, that such an impeachment process and the danger of illegal election would occur in the U.S. presidential election too. As we are concerned, there is extensive evidence of serious corruption in the current November 3rd U.S. presidential election. It is clear that the Chinese Communist Party is behind it. We felt outraged, disappointed, with tremendous indignation to see what happened in South Korea is happening exactly in the USA in terms of the Democratic Party's silence and deception, along with main mass medias being complicit in the constant incitement and manipulations. It hurt us very much to think of how painful and discouraged you will be from the betrayal of the forces and some trusted Republicans. Nevertheless, we would like to give unlimited encouragement to the President who boldly fights for justice and truth. The Trump team is dealing with this national crisis really well. But as an alliance of the United States, our Korean representative offered the following appeals with humble heart. The incumbent Trump administration must, number one, regardless of bipartisan, freedom-loving Chinese Democrats, all join to deter the expansion of Chinese communism once and for all. Number two, conduct a special prosecution to promptly preserve election-related data, including ballot counting machines, and take judicial action against those political organizations and institutions that are complicit in these illegal elections. Number three, considering a number of dubious key Republic officers identified, execute an emergency order if possible prior to January 6. Number 4. Amend the Election Act at this opportunity to invalidate the mail-in vote and halt the use of electronic counting machines. Number 5. Form an international surveillance election system to achieve transparency and integrity of the election, whereby many countries affected, such as Venezuela and Belarus, including South Korea, should be re-aged. Strengthen the Republic of Korea-US alliance and recall the US withdrawal plan in South Korea. We believe that the president will surely win as the leader of army led by God. And we, including American Christians, support and encourage with all our strengths. We are confident that you have been striving so hard to save the US and the world with the same righteousness and justice as President Lincoln, so that you would be enshrined as the great US President on Mountain Rushmore. Our freedom-loving Korean American people wish God-loving President Trump and his family, as well as many troubled legal teams, together with the loyal staff. We pray for sincerely a healthy, solemn Christmas and a Happy New Year. 23rd, 2020, yours sincerely. Worldwide Liberal Korean Leaders Association. Thank you for listening to this video.